All right, what is going on, Patriots fans? This is Jace back with another Mock Draft Monday here on the Patriots Drive podcast. Today, this is a trade request that I've seen a lot of Patriots fans at least ask me about in the comment section below or on live streams. And so it's something I wanted to talk about. It's probably not something I think is very realistic or something I think that the Patriots should do. But I saw this trade request come in from a subscriber, I'm assuming, about the Patriots trading for a current quarterback in the NFL. So I wanted to talk about that today. Wanted to hit on it and wanted to get kind of your guys' opinion and then talk about my thoughts. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below what you would do in this situation if you like it for the Patriots. And without further ado, let's get right into the mock draft. Thank you to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. With Underdog, you have a chance to 20 times your money in a single night. You just have to choose higher or lower for whatever player stats you want, and you have a chance to win big. Pick anywhere from 2 to 5 players by downloading their app or going to UnderdogFantasy.com. And now with their pick-up insurance, you don't even have to hit on all your picks to win the money. So what are you waiting for? Make sure you use code PATCHDRIVE today for your first deposit matched up to $100. Okay, so jumping right into this mock draft, guys, let's have the Patriots. Let's talk about what I have the Patriots doing in the trade. I have the Patriots sending the 3rd overall pick to the Chicago Bears for Justin Fields and the 9th overall pick. Now, again, this was brought up to me by someone in the comment section. So if that was you, I appreciate it. I thought this was a good idea. If the Patriots are trading up one pick for Justin Fields, I'm probably not doing more than a third. A second, maybe. But with where the Patriots are at pick 34, that is a premium second round pick. I just still don't think Justin Fields has proven to me that he can be that elite NFL quarterback. So I don't have the Patriots doing that. Now, in this situation, I think it does intrigue me a little bit because the Patriots can still keep 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round pick. This is a 5-round mock draft. So they're able to keep 5 of those picks. And that kind of does intrigue me a little bit. I really do think that that is very interesting for the Patriots. You can get the quarterback in Justin Fields, and then you can still address receiver, a couple other positions, offensive tackle, and you're not losing a pick. If you go straight up Justin Fields for the 2nd round pick, yeah, you have a quarterback and you can take a 1st round receiver or offensive tackle, but then you're not drafting again until the 3rd. So still, again, this is probably not something I would want the Patriots to do, but I thought it was really interesting to talk about and want your guys' opinion. So with the 1st overall pick, well, I should say the 9th overall pick, but the Patriots 1st round pick that they're trading or getting and acquiring from the Chicago Bears, I have the Patriots taking Rome Odunze. Now, I don't know if he'd be here. I think that it would be interesting to see because I think if someone takes Brock Bowers, say the Chargers or the Titans or someone, say they take Brock Bowers, I think there's a legitimate chance that he could slide here. But this dude's elite, man. 6'3", 215 pounds. He had the most deep catches in college football with 23 and the most deep catch yards of 783. Now, that's 20-plus yards down the field. Him and Michael Penix were a great team. They were able to do some amazing things. He led college football with 1,639 receiving yards. He had 13 touchdowns, which was top 5. He led college football with 21 contested catches. You talk about a guy that can be a 50-50 ball receiver. Rome Odunze was 21 of 28 contested catches. That's 75%. So this guy's more of a 70-30 guy, maybe 60-40 if you want to be generous. So big, sure-handed receiver, knows when to high point the ball, has really good body control, plays well through contact. He could be an elite receiver. I've seen comps from Devontae Adams, just a little bit taller. I've seen comps like Mike Evans, just not quite as big as him. I've seen a lot of really big-time comps around the internet and from big-time draft analysts. He also had 555 yards against man coverage. That was the most in college football, and also 9 touchdowns versus man. Most in college football also. He knows how to win. He has really good speed once he gets going. I'm interested to see what his 40 is, what he runs. Like I said, high point specialist can give you that 60-40 ball, comes down with it most of the time. Where he has a little bit of concerns is short area twitch, quickness, ability to get in and out of routes, but he runs really smooth. Like for 6'3", he's a smooth looking dude. Really good route runner, doesn't have a problem running most of the routes in the route tree. Really good in and out of breaks. It's more of like laterally when he's getting pressed and stuff, getting off of that man coverage. And he just understands how to run routes. Like there's receivers that just know how to run routes, set up receivers, and stack guys. And Rome Odunze is one of them. And I think if he were to fall to pick 9, and this was the scenario for the Patriots, he'd be good. He's not Marvin Harrison Jr., but him and Malik Neighbors are really close. Like these guys are 2 elite receivers in college football. Rome Odunze did make Bruce Fieldman's freak list. He was the Pac-12 leader in receiving last season. Also, he had 1,145 yards on 75 catches. Coming out of Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas, he won the 4A state championship in the 200-meter dash. He ran a 21.25. He also won the 4A state title in the 4x100 meter. His team was there. He ran a 4.34 and a 4.19 pro agility. He also did 31 inches on the vertical and a 10.1 in the broad jump. So now those are unofficial numbers. Those were in the offseason. So he has a chance to be able to break some of those things. And I think it would be really interesting to see how he tests, like I mentioned. But he's ran in the 4.3s. Let's see if he can improve that or if he can do that again. But a 6'3", 215-pound receiver running that fast, that's pretty dang impressive. So he would be an elite playmaker outside and you could give him and Justin Fields in this scenario the DJ Moore type of guy, but probably a little bit higher ceiling than DJ Moore. Second round pick, I have the Patriots taking Patrick Paul. Now, there's a couple things you can't teach in NFL players. You can't teach size. You can't teach length. Patrick Paul is both of them. At the Senior Bowl this weekend, he measured in at 6'7" on the dot, 333 pounds. He had a 36 2/8 inch arm length, and an 86 6/8 inch wingspan. Now, that was 4 inches longer than a guy like Tyler Guyton, who I thought was really good. Patrick Paul has had 2,600 snaps at left tackle since 2021, over 35 starts. This guy had a 91.5 pass blocking grade, according to PFF. That was second in college football above guys like Joe Alt. So this guy, he's reliable. He's played a lot of snaps. He started a lot of games. He has really good size and length. He plays high sometimes. He needs a little bit more technique. He needs a little bit better hand placement, and he is a little top heavy. I think with a good offensive line coach, you can develop this guy into a really good starter. He's probably not a first-round pick for me. Maybe pick 34 is too high, but where the Patriots need an offensive tackle, he would be a guy that could come in. He started a lot of games, so he's not going to have to, have a learning curve. He's going to still need some technique cleaning up to do, but he's going to be able to start. He's going to be thrown in there, and, I think he would be really good, and it could develop into something good. With Justin Fields, you want to give him time to throw the ball because when he has that time, he has done pretty good things, but he also can run. And so you want to give him a good guy like this, like Patrick Paul, that could anchor down that left side, give Justin Fields an opportunity to scramble if that's what the Patriots do. And I think Patrick Paul was a little inconsistent at the Senior Bowl, but showed enough that you could take a flyer on this guy. And if you have the right coach there at the offensive line spot, could develop him into a really, really good left tackle of the future for a lot of teams in the NFL. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. Probably not a popular pick here, but I think the Patriots are looking to add some defensive line depth. Lawrence Guy, Devon Godchai, I know he's still there. I think we need to add a little bit more youth. Now, I think Braden Fisk is one of the elite interior pass rushers. 6'3" and 5'8" and 295 at the Senior Bowl. He had 35 hurries in 2022. That was the 5th most by an interior defensive line, and he's had 14 sacks in the past 2 years. Really high motor, really energetic. He has good first step explosiveness, and he's really violent with his hands and kind of the play style he brings. Good athleticism. Like, I would like this guy to get up to about 305, 310 if possible, because I think that's where he lacks is holding double teams and maybe being a little bit more stout in the run game. But pass rush wise, if you have him and Barmore and Keon White and Matt Judon as your front four and you can get pressure with them consistently, it's going to make it so easy to be able to sit back against any quarterback and pounce on them, pounce on routes, jump on them quickly, and hopefully you get off the field on third downs and create pressure. So good first step. Really good against slow offensive linemen, especially on the interior. If they don't get out of their stands very fast, he's going to be able to make a move and get past them. Good violent hands. in the pass game when he's rushing, could be better in the run game when he needs to kind of set that wall and not get pushed back as much. So I like Braden Fisk. I would like him as a depth piece. I think he could come in and do some really good things with Christian Barmore. And it would be kind of exciting to see what that dynamic would look like. Kind of, I don't want to say similar players, but it's not like you're going to have a true two gapping defensive tackle like you have with like Vince Wilfork when he was here with the Patriots. But you're going to have a guy that's another dynamic one that could get to the pass rusher or could get to the quarterback at the pass rushing standpoint. So in the 4th round, I have the Patriots taking a corner who, again, was really good at the Senior Bowl, a guy that is a little bit longer. There's rumors J.C. Jackson's not going to come back. They're going to cut him to have a little bit of cap space. It will be about $14 million. Cam Hart's bigger body than any guy we have right now, except for Shaun Wade, but we all know Shaun Wade hasn't really panned out. He's 6'2" and 7'8", so just an inch or barely under 6'3", and he had 32 and 5/8 inch arm length. Now, if you're under 30 in the NFL, that has historically not been successful as a corner. So this guy is almost at 33-inch arms, long wingspan. He's allowed 137 yards this year in college football, which was the 4th least. He allowed 15 receptions, which was the 2nd least. Just a guy that wasn't really tested very often at the University of Notre Dame. So, he might be able to come in and be a guy across from Christian Gonzalez that could bring the Patriots a little bit more of that bigger body on the outside. Then you can keep Marcus Jones and John Jones on the inside. It'll be interesting. He only had 8 PBUs in 2 years and no interceptions the last 2 years at Notre Dame. So not challenging a lot, but I'd like to see him get a little bit more of his hands on the football and get a little bit more takeaways. He does have good speed though. He came in at 32nd on Bruce Fieldman's freak list. Okay. This guy is a 2-year starter. He has 25 tackles and 3 TFLs last year. He broad jumped 11 feet 2 inches, a 38-inch vertical, and hit 23 miles per hour on a GPS. That goes to say he's going to run pretty fast. I'm excited to see that. And that was an improvement. In the fall of 2021, he ran 21.7 miles per hour. So he's almost improving it by 2 whole miles an hour, 1.5 to be exact. Also very explosive with that 11.2 broad jump. He squatted 505 pounds and did 40 pull-ups. So just, a naturally strong guy, really good, long body that you kind of want with a corner. And I know Christian Gonzalez is that bigger body corner that the Patriots have wanted, and he's going to be the number 1 corner no matter what. But if you take these 2 guys on the outside and say you want to bring in a dime package, you need 2 more corners, John Jones and Marcus Jones on the inside, because you did lose Jack Jones last year too. I think he'd be a good late round pick. And I know PFF gave me an F, but I do think he's going to be shooting up draft boards because of his performance at the Senior Bowl. So last pick in the 5th round, I have the Patriots taking a pass catcher, but in the form of a tight end. I thought they'd take one last year because we knew Mike Gesicki and Hunter Henry were going to be out of contract. Now, whether one of them comes back or not is yet to be determined. I hope they bring one of them back. If you bring Ben Sinnott in, this guy has been compared to Sam Laporta. They're not saying he's as good, but he's more of that H-back type. He's really athletic. He's 6'4", 254 pounds, 669 yards, which was 4th amongst tight ends this year, 6 touchdowns, which was tied for 3rd. He also had 326 yards after the catch. That's 6.8 yards after the catch per reception, and he forced 14 missed tackles. That's 4th behind guys like Brock Bowers and Dallin Holker, who Dallin Holker shined at the Shrine Bowl, and I had him in a mock draft earlier to the Patriots. So Sinnott's going to come in. He has alignment versatility. He's lined up out wide in the slot and inline tight end in the backfield. Really good run blocker, has high effort. The one thing about him is, and this is why he's not Sam Laporta, is he didn't consistently separate. I thought he did good in one-on-one drills. He was able to capitalize on some of those, and I thought he actually impressed a lot of people, and that's maybe why he's climbing up draft boards, and he kind of caught my attention. But he doesn't have that vertical speed. He's not going to be able to outrun guys consistently. But just a guy that does everything right. He's a 4th-year player for Kansas State. He returned to the team after getting first team All Big 12 honors last year. Like I said, good technique as a run blocker, traditional inline tight end more, but he has the ability to flex out. Probably going to use him as more as an H-back, sliding, running over routes, trying to find him. But I think he matches up better if you re-sign Hunter Henry. I think he can come in as the H-back and the 12 personnel guy in the run game, be able to dig out 6 techniques a little bit better than Mike Gesicki could, but then also can slide back on some boot passes, play action stuff. It's just if he can continuously get open as he's running down the field and having to make moves on safeties and linebackers. But thought he had another good Senior Bowl week. So this is my draft. Again, guys, I don't know if I want to trade for Justin Fields just because I've always kind of said I don't think he's that elite quarterback. He definitely had an improved year this year with DJ Moore. And in this scenario where the Patriots would get a keep pick or their first, second, and third round pick and still get Justin Fields, yeah, I know they moved down 9 spots. It's one of the more intriguing ones. If we're going straight up pick for Justin Fields, it's probably that third round pick right there. Pick 68 is the most I'm willing to give up, because then you can still go wide receiver at pick 3 and get Marvin Harrison Jr., the best one. And then you could also take an offensive tackle, whether it's Patrick Paul or someone else at pick 34. But Bears fans kind of got mad at me last week because of the trade I proposed to them for the number 1 overall pick. Although Bleacher Report did put out an article saying that they would give up pretty much the same haul I gave up. And instead of it being a future second, they'd give up a future third. So there's a couple of people out there that aren't happy with that. So Bears fans, I at least gave you the opportunity to take Caleb Williams and then get Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Patriots are able to take Justin Fields. But again, taking a rookie quarterback and having him on a rookie deal for 5 years is an advantage that a lot of teams want to have. So staying at pick 3 and taking like a Jaden Daniels is probably better financially for the Patriots in the future. But just want to see what Patriots fans think. Again, let me know down in the comments below what you think about trading for Justin Fields. If what trade package you'd like to give up, what's the most you'd give up, or if you think this is fair. And then, of course, like, subscribe, and comment down below, and use our code underdog at Underdog Fantasy. It's Pat's Drive. Win some money this Super Bowl weekend. Hopefully, whoever you're cheering for wins, but you also can win some money. So appreciate all the support, and until next time, talk to you later.